The dark times are over. It's April, and that means soon we'll have the Chicago Toy Show, and rummage sales and flea markets will be coming back to Wisconsin. I did manage to find a few scraps this winter at thrift stores and other places, so we're going to be taking a look at those things in this video. Let's go. I'm sorry about the lack of videos this winter, but it's hard to make YouTube videos when you're watching your baby girl on all your days off. Not to mention there's just not a lot of places to toy hunt in Wisconsin in the winter. And I do consider this mostly a toy hunting channel. I wanted to make this video to document all the random things I found this winter that I haven't shown you. This does not include items from real toy hunts like the Milwaukee Comic-Con video I've already done. So let's just go take a look at those random things I found this winter. The first thing I'm going to show you I purchased at the Columbus Antique Mall in Columbus, Wisconsin. It is Wisconsin's largest antique mall, and I went there with the intention of shooting an entire video to put on the channel, but I ended up not finding enough vintage toys that I thought you'd be interested in, so I scrapped that video. Here it is, the one item I bought from the antique mall. It is this 12-inch Princess Leia from Kenner. I already have this figure, but this is an upgrade. I purchased her for $29, which is a great deal. The only problem she really has is that her dress has paint on it right here, just this one spot. So if we look at the one that I already had, you can see why it's an upgrade. I didn't have her belt, I didn't have her shoes, I didn't have her stockings, and inside of her buns there are these brown plastic rings that you weave her hair through. And on my one that I already had, these aren't the real rings, these are bottle caps that I drilled holes in and painted brown. And also on the one I already had, you can see, well, maybe you can't, there's some blue staining on her face. It could be plastic mold or it could just be from being stored funny, but I'm not sure. Either way, I'm going to take this doll with her still never taken out hair and her bun rolls and all of her extra gear, and I'm going to switch the dresses so the stained one goes on this one. I'll probably get rid of this. But this was a great deal for $29 because the shoes go for that much. The belt goes for that much, and the rings in her hair go for that much, so just for accessories alone, I thought it was a really good deal. The next item I'm showing you are these 6 G.I. Joe figures. I found these the next town over on Facebook Marketplace. 6 figures for only $5, so that is a no-brainer, less than $1 a piece. We got Law, Mutt, Road Pig, Skidmark, Serpentor, and Zanzibar. The accessories on Road Pig are ones that I had in my spare parts bin. He did not actually come with the hammer or shoulder pads. Here is a Masters of the Universe Battle Cat and a Care Bears Cloud Keeper. I got both these for $1 a piece at a estate sale a couple blocks from my house. Here are the only modern figures I picked up this winter, but they are done in the retro Kenner style. So they are new, but they're also in my wheelhouse of collecting vintage, and I like mixing them in on displays. Here is Sabine Wren. She's got a removable helmet, kind of like Leia Bouche, and she comes with Ezra's green lightsaber and 2 different pistols, which is really something Kenner wouldn't have done. The most weapons a figure ever came with back then were 2, so she only has 2 hands, so I store the extra pistol under her foot so I don't lose it. Then there's Harris and Dula. The thing I really like about this figure is that the pistol handle can go into the holster exactly like the Kenner Hoth Hans pistol did, so you can have a place to store it. And then there's Chopper here. It's pretty great. His head clicks just like the vintage R2-D2 and R5, but he does have a removable leg, something we never got back then except for in the droid factory. And the only real bummer about this figure, if you watched my short that I made about it, he does not fit in the droid port of the vintage Y-Wing, which is where I was going to put him. The next handful of items are items that I pulled out of the bins at the St. Vincent de Paul Dig and Save, where you pay per pound for the items you buy. So it's $1 per pound for toys. I got this Lanyard Core Star Force Planet Rover vehicle. I have a whole bunch of the Star Force figures that I got from St. Vincent de Paul last year. So I found this nice little buggy vehicle for them. It's missing a bunch of parts, but you know, it is what it is for $1 a pound. Then out of the bin, I pulled these two Play School Definitely Dinosaurs from 1987. When I was in kindergarten, I really liked this line. I love dinosaurs. This duckbill dinosaur I had as a child, and I couldn't pass them up. I ended up spending 60 cents for the two of these at the Dig and Save. You may know the Definitely Dinosaurs figures. They're like these buff cavemen guys. I kind of like the cavemen more than the dinosaurs in my collection. They don't take up as much room. And these were a lot of fun as a kid. So I got this duckbill. And then this Triceratops was a Wendy's Kids Meal promotion for Definitely Dinosaurs. They had, I think, 6 different ones. His head turns, and that's about it. But for 60 cents at the Dig and Save, I couldn't pass these up just because of nostalgia reasons. The next 3 batches of items I found at the regular St. Vincent de Paul stores around my area. First up is this Adventure People submarine from the Aero Marine Search Team set. It's got this cool octopus logo on here, kind of looks like Hydra, and this clear dome. You can put your Adventure People figure in there, and it's got this grabbing claw on the bottom. So I got this, I think, for like $2 at the St. Vinny's. I'm getting more into Adventure People. I think they're just really cool figures, and they have that great history with the vintage Star Wars figures. If you watch my shorts, you've probably already seen these figures, but not a lot of people really watch the shorts that watch this channel, so I'm showing them here anyway. I got these all in a single bag at St. Vincent de Paul's for a couple bucks. I've got version 2 G.I. Joe Roadblock here, Lanyard, the Core Bengali figure. I think this is the 3rd or 4th paint scheme for this figure back in the day. And then we got Mego Luke Duke. These old articulated Mego figures kind of creep me out all the time because they have no paint on their faces, but you know, it's also missing his thumb, so not great. And then we got this American Gladiators Nitro figure. These were all luckily in the same bag, because a lot of times when there's things I want, I end up having to buy multiple bags because they put one figure in each bag and it drives me nuts. But lucked out on this one. And then just yesterday, I got lucky again. All 3 of these vintage figures in the same bag at the same St. Vincent de Paul. We got Masters of the Universe Buzz-Off. We got Gloob's 6-inch A-Team figure of Hannibal. And Gloob's A-Team B.A. Baracus, Mr. T himself. I was really happy to find Mr. T. These accessories I have had in my parts drawer for a long time. This gun can go with either Hannibal or Mr. T. And this is the toolbox and all of the tools that came with Mr. T. So, almost have that guy complete. I just need his belt. And I was pretty happy to buy this one for like $4 for the whole bag. So those are my rather meager finds from over the winter. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on some real toy hunts this summer on the Toy Cave.